Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So let us start. Let I wish today will be a good day for you, and we will proceed to again learn something on quantitative techniques. Today, I decide to cover uh, correlation, regression, and time series analysis, and few OR techniques. Okay, so now before going to correlation regression, just I'll again we can say help you in certain specific type of probability problem. For example, let's say a bag contains five white balls, six red balls. We have to draw two balls one after another. That is, two things are there: with replacement, with replacement, and without replacement. Without replacement. Now, I repeat again: a bag contains five white ball, six red ball. We have to draw one ball in the first drawer and second drawer, two drawers, consecutive two drawers. What is the chance that first ball will be white, second ball will be red? First one, if without replacement, will not replace. What happens? The chance is here. The chance of case one. This is case two. In case of case one, the first, that is probability of first white one will be 5 by 11, and probability of white two, if it will not replace, then it will be 4 by 10. Because once we draw one ball, then out of five white balls, if we draw one ball, the remaining white balls are 4. Then the total will be 10, and drawing one white ball, second white ball, 4 by 10. So here, this is called your multiplication theorem. Probability of white 1 into white 2. That is, in this case, that is 5 by 11 into 4 by 10. That is, you can say, so here 4 by 22 or 1 by 11. This is called your without replacement. Without replacement. This is called your conditional probability. That is, first ball is white, second balls are white. Then next one, second case, with replacement. If we that is replace after drawing the first ball, if you replace, then same condition is there. Same condition there. That is probability of white one with replacement. That is called your 5 by 11. Probability of drawing second ball with replacement, again 5 by 11. Then the joint probability will be probability of white one into probability of white two, like this. After white ball, second white ball. Then 5 by 11 into 5 by 11. That is 25 by 121. This is called your one example of calculating probability. Now, you can see here. Now, suppose say you have to toss one dice. You have to toss a dice. Now, make a suppose say 3 consecutive throw. You have to throw a dice 3 times. 1, 2, 3. now, what is the chance? What is the probability that the first throw will show an even number, second throw will show 3, and third throw will show that is 6. So again, there are 3 proceed. 1, 2, 3. First will show one even number. We have to throw a dice. First throw even, second throw 3, last one suppose 6. Now when you throw a dice, that is, it is called all are independent events. The number that is shown by dice and independent. So first chance is your 1 by 2, second 1 by 6, third 1 by 6. Then we have to find the joint probability. First throw will show an even number. Second throw will show number 3. Third one, number 6. When we want to know first even, second 3, third, then what is the chance that we get the result? In this case, that is.
Sir, ठीक है.
Yes.
सर जो फर्स्ट जो लिखले इवन लिखले की इवन
हाँ.
इवन है सेटा 3/6 = 1/2 तो
इवन वाला हमारा 2, 4, 6 तीनटा इवन अछि.
नहीं से 3/6 = 1/2 तो.
हाँ, correct.
सेटा ठीक
ठीक, correct. Thank you. Good. So 2, 4, 6. Out of 6 numbers, 3 are even, 3 are odd. So this is called the joint probability of multiple events. In this way, you should have some, we can say, you can refer any statistics book or any mathematics book, even also plus 2 level, some probability chapter there, please go through it. Knowledge of probability is necessary for any kind of, for a manager to take a right decision. Next one. Now after covering, we have to go to our main topic. Very interesting, that is the correlation. Today we will discuss correlation. So, anybody anyway? So, anybody having any idea regarding what is correlation? Tell, what is a correlation? Sujata madam, are you present?
Yes, sir.
What is correlation? Any idea? Tell me. Correlation. Co means what? Co-partner, co-venture, correlation, co-author. What is co? Relation
relate with each other.
Two
variables.
Minimum two with the relation ଅଛି, that is called correlation.
Suppose rainfall and production, correlation. Similarly, price of a commodity and demand, correlation. So here see, correlation analysis is one of the, we can say, important statistical method which is normally used for any research study. Right under correlation. What is actual correlation? When two variables are not related, there is no correlation. For example, rainfall and demand, rainfall and price of mango. That means that is not at all related. Sometimes you can say, suppose age of husband and age of wife. Now, from we can say in general, uh, husband age is a little bit higher than wife age for any type of, we can say, normal Hindu marriage tradition. Now see here, there is a relation between age of husband and age of wife. That means this is a relationship between two variables. Correlation that is defined as, that is when two or more variables are related, then we have to use a statistical method. We have to use a statistical tool to study the direction and degree of relationship. There are two words I have told you, DD relationship. One is direction, another is degree. Direction relationship and degree of relationship. Here, for example, if suppose price of a commodity, price of X and demand of X. Now, when price is 5, demand is 100. When price is 6, demand is 90. When price is, you can say, 7, demand is 70. Here, if you see, that is, this is one example. Another example, age of, that you can say, age of husband and age of wife. Age of wife. Now see here, husband is 30, wife is 25, husband is 80, wife is 65, husband is, you can say, 50, wife is, let we can say, 47. 47. Now if you see here, that is, you just examine two cases. In this case, when price goes on increasing, demand goes on decreasing. That is one variable, that is X increases. Y variable, corresponding value of X decreases. That is called your, that we can say, that is a negative correlation. When one increases, another decreases. That is called your negative relation. And here see case 2, age of husband, age of wife. Age of husband and age of wife. Sir. Hello. 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 Anyway, so a little disturbances. Now, correlation is a statistical measure which is used to study the direction and degree of relationship between two or more variables. So, if there are two variables under study, then we call as simple correlation. If that is, we can say, if you take more than two variables, then we can say multiple correlation. Suppose there are four variables, and we have to take any two variables, keeping other variable as what? As our, that is the constant, then we call partial correlation. Correlation may be simple correlation, correlation may be partial correlation, or correlation may be multiple correlation. Now, I will explain how to calculate correlation, computation of correlation. Particularly, I will focus on to discuss a numerical method or a statistical method which is used to measure the degree of relationship between two or more variables, and it is introduced by Carl Pearson. Carl Pearson is a statistician. 203 years back, he has introduced this formula to measure the degree of relationship between two or more related variables. So it is the symbol R is expressed as, here we can say, is a correlation. Symbol R is used to measure the correlation. Now, here, normally, if there is no relationship, then it will be zero. If one variable goes on increasing, another variable moves in the opposite direction, then it becomes negative correlation. And if one variable moves in one direction, another variable moves same direction, then we call as that is positive correlation. Remember, according to Carl Pearson, the degree of relationship lies between +1 and -1. According to Carl Pearson, the value of R, the R is equal to, that is, lies between +1 -1. That is, it lies between +1 and -1. +1 and -1. Clear? +1 and -1. Now, see here, that is +1 and -1. Now, remember,
Sir, সেটা -1 or +1 না 1 or -1?
it lies between +1 and -1. It is 1 means +1. If it is +1, perfectly positive related. Perfectly positive related. One example I am telling you. Suppose if it is 2, 4, 6, suppose 10, X variable, Y variable, 4, 8, 12, 20. Now, you see here, the first variable moves in increasing direction. Second variable also moves in increasing direction, increasing trend. And if you see, when X is 2, it is 4 double. When X is 4, it is 8. When X is 6, it is 12. X is 10, it is 20. That means, that means our correlation calculation will tell here R will be +1. So now that means another cases. Suppose if you see here, if it is 20 decreasing, suppose 10, in this case we find the correlation will be negative. I will explain. Now, next one is here. I will tell how to calculate correlation first. What is the formula or method of calculating correlation? Now, another issue here. Before going to this, I will tell you, if two variables are there, suppose this is X variable, this is Y variable, both are increasing in same direction, then we call it is positive correlation. Positive correlation. Similarly, another case, if X moves this direction, Y moves this direction, this is called your negative correlation. So direction and degree of changes. Direction and degree of changes. Now, how to quantify it? How to express numerically? How to express numerically? How to quantify the degree of relationship? Degree of relationship. Here, the formula will be, I can tell you one, that is if we use the values directly, if we use the values directly, x is one variable, it has different values, y is another variable, related variable, having also values, corresponding values. Then, if suppose say x, y, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. These are called your exact values. Exact values. Now what to do? Exact values. What to do? That means here see, that is when we use these values, correlation R will be R is equal to n summation sigma xy minus summation x into summation y whole divided by n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square root over n sigma y square minus sigma y whole square root over. Now, I'll explain all this here. Here x is 1. Now, how to find n is how many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, n is equal to 4. And we have to prepare another column, xy column. We have to find product of xy and their summation. And similarly, another column, not see, if you add the sum of x values, then we get summation x and also we get summation y. In this case, you see, that is, we have to find what are the columns, one another column, that is, one is x square column, another is y square column. Then we have to use this formula. I am explaining, you can comfortably use this formula to find out correlation. When you use that, you can say exact values. Now, you see, suppose x column, y column, another x square, y square, another xy. So, we have to draw these columns. One x, another y, already given. We have to compute x square, then y square, then xy. Then what to do here? This is, if you see here, summation x that we get. If you go on adding, we can get summation y. Here see summation x square, summation y square. This is sigma summation xy. Now you see the formula summation xy. This is that we put here. Summation x, here we get here. Summation y, we get here. Then in the denominator, n into summation x square. Summation x square is there. If you multiply n, we get n into summation x square. Similarly, summation y. Yes.
ତଳେ ଯୋଉ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ରୁଟ୍ ଓଭରଟା ସେଇଟା ପୁରା ଟୋଟାଲର ରୁଟ୍ ଓଭର ତ
ଆଗେ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁଟା ପୁଟ୍ ଓଭର ତା ରୁଟ୍ ଓଭର ଆଡ୍ କରିବା
ପୁରା ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଟୁ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତର ରୁଟ୍ ଓଭର ନାଇଁ
ନା ଏତି ଅଛି n summation x square minus summation x whole square এইটার রুট কি কোটায় similarly another is n into summation y square minus summation y square whole square. It is another rule. This is the statistical formula for calculating correlation. Anyway,
ତଳଟା ସାର୍ ଇନଟୁ ନାଇଁ ତଳଟା ଇନଟୁ
You see, if you see your book, you can at page, if you see, in page 87, the formula is there. 86, 86. If you see 86 in the below, this formula is given for reference. Not easy, difficult. Simple. We have to find x square, we have to find y square, we have to find xy, and finally we have to find their respective sum of the respective columns, and then put the formula and get. Now, another easiest method. If we do not use the absolute values, then what we do? We have to use another method, that is called your covariance method. Covariance method. Now I will explain simple way. Try to understand. Covariance method. Karp-Pearson correlation is based on covariance method. What is covariance? What is variance? What is covariance? Please recall, in my last class, I have told you my last point. Here see, I have explained what is standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to summation x square by a root over, and if we variance is equal to standard deviation square summation x square by n. Now, this is for one variable. This is for one variable. Standard deviation is what? Root mean square deviation. Here, root mean square deviation. Here, x is equal to x minus x bar. Deviation from individual values from the respective mean. Now, next one, what to do? That is, here see, covariance x, y. Here see, what you do? First, you have to find there are two variables, x and y. Then we find small x, small a. Here x column, x minus x bar. Here y minus y bar. Then what to do? We have to, that is, find the covariance. Instead of writing summation x square, of xy is equal to summation x y divided by n. Covariance. Here see, where x is equal to x minus x bar, y is equal to y minus y bar. One is variance, another covariance. When you take the variance of single value, summation x square, summation x into x, here summation x into y divided by n. This is called your covariance of x and y. According to Karp-Pearson, scientifically he has designed the formula. That is called your Karp-Pearson correlation. It may be otherwise called your covariance method. Under this covariance method, the formula will be, that is, R is equal to R is equal to the covariance method. R is equal to O xy divided by standard deviation x into standard deviation y. This is the original formula of Karp-Pearson correlation. If we simplify, finally what we get? I am simplifying the formula. Please take care of this. Now, this is called what is covariance? Summation x y by n into 1 by standard deviation x into standard deviation y. Standard deviation y. Here, where x is equal to x minus bar x, y is equal to y minus bar. Now, let us simplify it. How we can easily and comfortably calculate correlation. Now, in this case, you can see here sigma xy by n divided by what standard deviation. See here, what is standard deviation x? Standard deviation x is equal to summation x square by n over standard deviation y is equal to summation y square by n root over. Now, if we put this in this formula, if we put this in the formula, let's see here, is equal to summation xy by n into 1 by summation x square into summation y square, summation x square by n into summation y square by n root of. You can say root of like this. Now, again I am telling you this here. The formula now going to simplify it. Is equal to summation xy by n into, if I write this one, 1 by summation x square into summation y square root over by n. Root n is equal to n. Again is equal to summation xy by n into n by summation x square summation y square root over. N cancel. Easiest formula will be note down summation xy divided by summation x square into summation y square root over. This is the formula of calculating, that is your Pearson correlation. Summation xy divided by summation x square into summation y square. Any doubt? Just please ask me. Here, when x variable is there, y variable is there, just I am explaining. Now, let us go to the next step. Now, suppose x variable is there, y variable is there. Let us say 3, 6, 4, 8, suppose 5, you can say 10. Find correlation between x and y. Now, what to do here? By using Pearson, how do you have to find small x? X is equal to x minus x bar. What is your x? 3, 4, 6. What is your mean x? Here see, summation x is equal to 12. Summation y is equal to 24. And mean x is equal to 4. Mean y is equal to 8. Now, here see, we have computed mean x, we have computed mean y. Then, how to find correlation? Here, 3 minus 4, 3 minus 4, minus 1, 4 minus 4, 0, 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Similarly, y column will be, that is 6 minus 8 minus 2, 8 minus 8, 0, again 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. Next one, another two column is there. One is a square, another is y square. A square minus 1 into minus 1, 1. That is 0, that is also 1. Y square will be 4, 0, 4. Now we have computed all measures. Here, summation x square is equal to 1, summation y square is equal to 4. Now let us put in the formula. Here, our formula is summation.
सर समेशन ऑफ x स्क्वायर 2 होगा ना?
Which one?
देखो समेशन ऑफ x स्क्वायर माने 1 plus 1
Oh, 1 plus 1, 2. Sorry, thank you. 1 plus 1, 2. Correct.
y square 8.
Yeah. Now, I will take column to the xy. into y. Another column by bar button drop होती small x y. X minus 1, y minus 2. Then x y will be plus 2. That is your 2. Minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 2. That is second one 0. Third one 1 into 1. That is 1 into 2. Again 2. Minus 1 into minus 2, 2, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 2, that you can say is your 2. Then summation x, y is equal to 4. Summation small x, small y, 4. Now let us put the formula to find out. Here, summation xy divided by summation xy. How much coming? 4. Here, summation xy, I am writing here. Summation xy is equal to 4 divided by summation x square 2 root 2 into here we can say 4 root 4. That is जो आंसर क्या आसिबो root 2 रो root over केते आसे देखिले root over 2 root over 4. Then ए जो वैल्यू पे आसिबो हमें पुट कर दो. Then the final figure that we get should be less than 1.
Summation y square equal to 8 na sir.
कोना पहले
Summation y square equal to 8.
एटा तो पूछले
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଏଟା ଯୋଉଟା 4 ଯୋଉଟା ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା 8
8 हो
ଆଜ୍ଞା
हां हां 8 summation x square 8 कोना 8 नंबर ଆମର ଆସିଲା 16 root over is equal to 4 by 4 is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Now, this is called your perfectly positive correlation that we have computed by using Karl Pearson formula correlation. Karl Pearson method of correlation. Similarly, sometimes what happens, if we do not get an absolute value of mean of x or mean of y, आम जदि x वेरिएबल मीन गोटे एटी जेमति हमरो गोटे एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू आसिला 4 सेटी यदि 4.25 हो एटी यदि इंस्टेड ऑफ 8 सॉरी मीन यदि से दिया समेशन y mean y is equal to 8 if it is suppose 7 point गोटे डेसिमल फिगर आसीबो तेनु हमर कैलकुलेशन टिके कॉम्प्लिकेट हे जीवो. To avoid this complication in calculation we have to use assume mean method. We have to use assume mean method the same way. Now I am writing the formula. While we use calculation method, we have to use assumed method to make the calculation simple. To simplify the calculation, we have to use the another formula. I am writing the formula. You can that is verified by taking a problem. Assumed mean method.
सर जोड़ा गोड़ा देइथबो एज देइथबो तापरे हमर देइथबो नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट अपियर एंड नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट पास ये तारो फाइंड द ये जो एटा कोरिलेशन जोड़ा हम बाहर करबा
फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल दो फ्रीक्वेंसी
हां नहीं सर हम बाहर एटा ये जोड़ा आपण कॉलेज जोड़ा आर रिलेशन टा
हां एक्स वेरिएबल कौन
सर दीटा अछि ना वेरिएबल भीतर गोटे नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट अपियर्ड नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट पास कॉलेज आ ऊपर गोटे देछि एज तेनु सेटा कोन एई फार्मूला रे हबो
ए जो प्रथम जो एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू फार्मूला कहल द
सर
हबो सेम रिजल्ट हबो देखु ना यू मेक ए ट्रायल करो रिजल्ट विल बी सेम There are different formula, but ultimately we get the same result when we use the absolute value or when we take the deviation from actual mean. There are three ways. One, you may take the absolute value, jaha dia ichi au kichi calculate sei value nei jibe. Pratham formula, jodi arithmetic mean x ର ବାହାର କରିବେ, y ର ବାହାର କରିବେ, deviation ନେବେ. Second formula, ଯେତେବେଳେ assume mean ନେଇଯିବେ, arithmetic mean calculation କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ. You can take anyone as assume mean, then calculate. In such cases, the formula will be, when you use assume method, I am writing the formula. Here, see, I will explain. Better, you have to use the assume formula. One question will be given in your exam. That is easily you can use your assume formula to calculate. Here, that is R is equal to N summation dx into dy minus summation dx into summation dy. So same thing, whole divided by n into summation dx square minus summation dx the whole square root over again n into summation dy square minus summation dy square root over. प्रथम केस में कंपेयर करेंगे. प्रथम को लिखते हैं r is equal to summation xy by n summation x square minus summation x whole square root over into n summation y square minus summation y, here see, summation y whole square root over. Compare करो. It is like xy like dx dy. That is change. Summation xy, it is like n summation dx into dy minus summation dx and dy whole divided by n summation dx into summation dx square into this is the formula when we use deviation, when you take deviation from actual mean of x and y. Here we have used, we can say deviation from assumed mean. In your book you find the formula is also mentioned in page number 87, and you may use any one. This is called your correlation. Correlation. You can refer any statistical book for further, we can say, addition of knowledge and for practice. Anyway, this is about our correlation.
Sir, ସେଇଟା କୁ କୁହନ୍ତି କି Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation.
हाँ, Karl Pearson correlation. ये सब गुड़ा होची Karl Pearson method of correlation. आर मूल्य प्लस माइनस 1 भितर रहिबो. जेमथि रहिबो. आमे तीन प्रकार कहले आमे एक्चुअल वैल्यू यूज करि परिबा. प्रथमटा केस रे छोटिया सैंपल टे देथिबो. तीन चारटा x र तीनटा वैल्यू y र तीनटा वैल्यू. ताहाले हम प्रथम मेथड यूज करि परिबा. यदि 10 टा देथिबो तो सेठी यदि मीन टा एब्सोल्यूट हे गला तर मीन 20 हला x र y र मीन हला 30. सेठी हम सेकंड फार्मूला यूज करि परिबा. यदि मीन टा हला suppose 20.23 x ର y ର हवा 30.41 y ର, ताहाले सेठी हम कोन करिबा, we have to use the third formula to calculate correctly with less time. These are the three methods that I have told you for calculating Karl Pearson correlation. Let us go to the next. Shall I go to the next?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now next one that we can say, that is regression. Actually, it is another Method of statistics, regression. What is regression? Regression analysis.
सर ये जो कोरिलेशन और रिग्रेशन खाली जो प्रॉब्लम है तो ना थ्योरी भी है
Problem ଆସିବ এটা theory ନାହିଁ
हां प्रॉब्लम है
problem केवल problem. Anyway, regression. So now I have told you DD concept of correlation. D for direction, D for degree. Correlation is used to show the direction of changes of two variables and also degree of relationship. Direction of relationship and degree of relationship. Direction can be studied through scatter diagram, graphic presentation, but the degree of correlation can be computed by using calculus. Mr. Santosh Babu कहले correlation कौन बुझले?
The relation between two or more variables.
Correlation हमें माने कौन? दुईटा वेरिएबल भितरे किंबा दुई अधिक वेरिएबल भितरे की प्रकार रिलेशन रही ताकू हमें स्टडी करिवा से रिलेशन में भी डायरेक्शनल रिलेशनशिप द रिलेशन में भी that we can say quantitative relationship in stock price depends on so many variables, so that means directional relationship, degree of relationship that we study from correlation analysis. What is regression? Let's say, I'll give you a beautiful example. You can understand and also able to conceptualize the concept of regression. Let's say, X is one variable, Y is another variable. X represents age of husband, Y represents age of wife. Suppose there are 10 pairs. Let 27, 25, 70, 65. We can say 81, let's 63. Let's say 30, 31, 40, 43, 1, 2, 3. Again say, suppose 60, 58. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, from this you can say here 27, 25, 70, 65, 81, 63, 30, 31, 40, 43. Sometimes wife age is also higher than the husband age. Here, 60, 50. Now, what to do? Suppose now you are a consultant, marriage consultant. Somebody will tell, one girl will tell, dear astrologer consultant, my age is 37. What should be the age of my husband? You have to tell me on the basis of statistical analysis. Or if the husband age is, you can say 40. What would be? He wants to marry. He is telling what should be the approximate age of my wife. This answer will be given only through regression. The word regression doesn't mean pulling back. The concept regression, we can say regression. First of all, to do, we have to establish an average relationship between two variables. For the average relationship between two variables, on the basis of this average relationship, we have to predict the value of one variable on the basis of another, or reverse. For example, if we have to predict y variable, and here x variable is 40, y variable this one, this is called your y on x. Y on x. When y to be predicted on the value of x, then it is called y on x. If x to be predicted on the value of y, then it is called x on y. X on y. That is, if y page is given, what will be the value of husband? What is the, we can say, age of husband? Probable age of husband. If husband age is given, what is the probable of wife? This answer is addressed by regression analysis. So regression analysis is a statistical measure by which we have to, we can say, predict one variable on the basis of another. That is, we have to predict the value of one variable, that is called your dependent variable, if other variable taken as independent, or vice versa. This is called our regression analysis. Regression analysis. Mr. Santosh Babu, can you tell me what is regression analysis?
Sir, average relationship between two variables means
yes,
x on y or y on x.
ମୁଁ କିଛିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଏଠି କୋରିଲେସନ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଛି. ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ର୍ୟାଙ୍କ କୋରିଲେସନ, ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି କନକରେଣ୍ଟ କୋରିଲେସନ. ଏଟା ଦରକାର ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ଆସେ ନାହିଁ, ଟାଇମ୍ ନାହିଁ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ତ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଛି. Easy. Now let us come to this topic. Now what to do? That is, one is y on x, another is x on y. Now what to do? That is, we assume it is a linear relationship. First we assume there is a linear relationship between x and y. Because why called linear relationship? It is x power nahi ki y power nahi. x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, like this. Now linear relationship. Here see, y is equal to, we can say, a plus bx, for example, or x is equal to a plus by. यदि हमें y predict करिबा, this is called your y on x. यदि x predict करिबा, this is called your x on y. यदि बुझल, the linear, that is, solution of this problem is y is equal to a plus bx and x is equal to a plus by. So now, question is, these are the coefficients. One is a, another is b. Once we get a and b, we have to put the value of x and predict y, or we have to put the value of y to predict x. This is called your linear equation model. Linear equation model. Now, how to find, that is, a and how to find b? That is, हमको a b केमति बाहर करिबा. So to find a and b, we have to solve two normal equations. A और b रो मूल्य बाहर करियो हेले हमको दुईटी normal equation समाधान करियो पड़िबो. What are the two normal equations? One is, I am writing for this one. For this one, two normal equations will be summation y. Summation y is equal to na plus b summation x. Again, summation xy is equal to a summation x plus b summation x square. B summation x square. Not difficult, easy. हमको a b बाहर करियो पड़िबो. A भी बाहर करियो हले हम ए दीटा नॉर्मल इक्वेशन फॉर्मुलेशन करी समाधान करी a b पाइबा. I am explaining. First one, if it is, see the example. For example, here y 25, 26, 65, 63, 31, 43, 58. So first find out summation y. हमें summation y पाई गले. A, how many pairs? 6. A is equal to 6. Then B. Then A to be computed. B to be computed. Then summation x. Sum of the x values. Summation x. Then summation xy. X column is there, y column is there. Find out xy. Then after computing xy, then n into summation x plus b into summation x square. ये दुईटा समाधान कर देला परे हमें a और b मूल्य पाई परिबा. Then a and b मूल्य पाई परला परे we have to formulate an equation, regression equation, that is y is equal to a plus bx. We have put the value of x and get the value of y. The value of y. Mr. Satpal, can you explain me how to predict y on x by using regression? One. Mr. Satpathy, Mr. Sanjeev,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sanjeev.
Yes, sir. Sir, first we need to find as a linear equation y equal to a plus bx.
Correct.
Then to find out a and b, some two equations we need to
Solve.
we need to introduce. Yes, that is summation of y equal to na plus b summation of x, and summation of xy is equal to n summation of x plus b summation of x square.
A theta equation
Yes, sir. n ta कोण मु जानि परलिन सर n.
A plus our कितना है? 1, 2, 3,
अच्छा,
4,
okay.
5, 6.
हाँ,
It
ठीक
is
है,
6.
ठीक है,
6 pairs.
ठीक है.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So it's easy or difficult? Easy.
Easy.
Anyway, now another method is called your regression coefficient method.
सर गोटे क्वेश्चन
Yes.
सर बुक रे सर जो सेकंड इक्वेशन है सेटा a समेशन x लिखाई जी आपण n समेशन x लिखछन सेटा कोटा हो सर ठीक समेशन xy रो जो फार्मूला আছে सर
हां हां
पेज 93 रे
हां
सेटा a समेशन x लिखाई जी
a summation
x लिखाई समेशन xy इक्वल्स टू a समेशन x प्लस b समेशन x स्क्वायर
हां yes
सेकंड फार्मूला
एटा तो हां सर ये सब a भी रही पूरा सर a समस्या सब से दीटा रे रही कि a अछि एटी a रहइबो b अछि एटी b रहइबो.
ओके सर ठीक है सर.
So similarly जदि हम कहबा तो x प्रेडिक्ट करबा x and on the basis of the value of y one equation of y that if you want to predict x and equation of summation x is equal to a plus b summation y summation xy is equal to a summation y plus b summation y square. एटा यूज हो जते बेले y प्रेडिक्ट करै दिबो ये दुटा इक्वेशन यूज हो जते बेले x प्रेडिक्ट करै. This is called your normal equation method of regression. Now next one I will explain it. Suppose say if you use regression coefficient method. So first one regression coefficient method. Regression coefficient method. Here, suppose y on x. So regression, see here, for y on x, the we can say the formula will be just you see here. y on x, the regression coefficient will be v yx is equal to, that is r standard deviation y by standard deviation x. Similarly, for x on y, a little arithmetically there, we have write bxy, x on y, bxy is equal to r standard deviation x divided by standard deviation y. This is called your byx is equal to regression coefficient of y on x, and this is called the regression coefficient x on y. Remember, what is regression coefficient? We have to use a statistical method by using standard deviation and correlation. Standard deviation and correlation is हमें उसे numerical expression करिवा, that is called regression coefficient method. Regression coefficient. Now, by using the regression coefficient, we can say the regression equation of x and y. I am writing. You can see here regression equation. You can refer your page 95. Please refer the page 95. We have discussed this now. Here's the regression. You can say equation. First one, x on y. Regression equation, x on y. Another is y on x. Regression equation, x on y and y on x. X on y. So here x is equal to, we can write here x is equal to x bar plus v xy y minus y bar, or we can say this can be written x minus x bar. I mean it will be emptiness here. You see regression because x and y. Here, if we put here x minus x bar, that is, we can say here b xy y minus y bar. This is called your regression equation x and y. Similarly, that is y on x. I will explain. Just see this, then I will explain. Now, here see x on y on x. Y on x, we have to predict y. Y is equal to, we can say y is equal to y mean plus byx into x minus x bar, or we can say right y minus y bar is equal to byx x minus x bar. Now, how to use this? Just I am explaining. Now I am explaining. Please give some attention. X and y, x to be predicted on the certain value of y when two series are given. First one, we have to find mean x. Then we have to find some mean y. X minus x bar is equal to byx y minus y bar. Byxy, I have told you bxy. Here, this byxy is equal to r standard deviation x by standard deviation y. So what to do? We have to compute standard deviation of x and we have to compute standard deviation y. Put in here, then we get a value. Unknown value
sir, so जो x and y दोजंती y टा सर होची y टा इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल और x टा होची डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल ना कोन
हमको x प्रेडिक्ट करियो पड़ियो एटा आउट होची x टू बी प्रेडिक्टेड एटा हमें ऑलरेडी पाई दिबा y थाउ सेटा फिक्स करिया नै y रहिबो y bin pi jiba ei gote equation ase jibo y is equal to a plus bx ତେଣୁ ଏଇଟାର ଗୋଟେ ଆସିବ y is equal to a plus b ଆମେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କଣ କରିବା ନା y ର ମୂଲ୍ୟ ପୁଟ କରିବା x ମୂଲ୍ୟ ପାଇବା so in this way that is you can see here your problem I think it is given. Yes, you can see the page 96. Only one problem is there. Just see age of cars and maintenance 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 25, 30. Let's see the example. X represents age of the car, Y represents maintenance cost of the car. Then we have here we have computed mean is equal to 5 and mean x is equal to 5, mean y is equal to 21.25. Now here it is called calculated x square y square xy. So regression coefficient of next page 97, regression coefficient of y on x. So first what we have done, he has used another, we can say, simple formula how to compute byx. It is computed 3.25, and similarly regression equation of y on x, it is computed, that is regression equation. Just here I have told you y minus y bar is equal to byx x minus x bar, like this. Previous case I mentioned. Now when it is x on y or y on x, automatically if it is y on x, please see the first case, y on x, the equation will be y minus y bar, here y minus y bar byx x minus x bar. You see here, so that y is equal to, in this case you see here y, it is there in your study note, y minus x bar is 21.25 is equal to byx computed 3.25 x minus 5. That means if you simplify again, we get y is equal to 3.25 plus 3.25x plus 5 y is equal to a plus bx. Here a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3.25x. If x value is given to you, you can predict y by this process. This is called our regression model of prediction. Regression model of prediction. For your practice, you can refer some statistics books for better understanding. This much. Next one. After 2 minutes, then we have to start time series analysis. After 2 minutes, take a small break. Dear students, shall we proceed?
सर हमें होची रिग्रेशन में जहाँ पढ़िले हमें जानले जे हमको दीटा होची रिग्रेशन कोएफिशिएंट बाहर करबार अछि आ दीटा रिग्रेशन इक्वेशन बाहर करबार अछि एतिक तो सर ना
हाँ ये ठीक कथा दीटा हेले y to be predicted on the value of x हेले y on x यदि x
y
predict
on
करिबा
x and x on y y on x and x on y
हाँ ये फॉर्मूला पक्के डिफिकल्ट नहीं है किंतु टिके लिटिल बिट प्रैक्टिस दरकार
सर
anyway Mr. Purnendu hello Mr. Purnendu
Yes, sir.
so now we have to go to
Yes, sir.
another statistical we can say subject that is your time series analysis time series analysis. Remember, why you study? Any marketing organization, even our government, if you study the population growth of India, population growth of Odisha, you have to prepare a time series. Time series means having two columns. First column represents time, period. Second column represents the corresponding values. Maybe population, maybe sales, even for medical professionals. Suppose BP, diabetes. If they prepare the figure of diabetes and BP for a particular patient last 1 week, then it forms a time series. So in the time series, we have two columns. First column represents a time, that is X column. We have two columns, one is X, another is Y. X column, time. Y column, value. Corresponding value. Now, if this is there, suppose sales figure of a particular company, 20, 20, 20, 21, 20, 22, 2023, 2024, 2025. Suppose sales in lakhs, in rupees lakhs. Suppose 65, 95, 60, 100, 120, 150. So, if we present the data over a particular period in a statistical table, it is known as time series. It is known as time series. So, Mr. Purnendu, what is a time series?
Sir, the data, sir, data जोड़ा arrange करा है, time हिसाब रे जोड़ा हमें arrange करूँ, different period हिसाब.
बस माना करो suppose your family income, the 12 months family income, January, this month, February, this month, like this, then it is nothing but a time series. Series means a statistical table which shows the values of a particular variable over a period of time. It has two columns, first column, or in this case, two rows like this. First row time, second row your value. Or if you put in the column, first column time, second column, that is called your what? Your values. Now, why you go for time series analysis? If we observe the characteristic of changes of value, that is variable, over a period of time, definitely sales is the variable. We cannot change time. Time will go in the forward form. समय तार अतिक्रम करिवो आगे माने फॉरवर्ड फॉर्म रे समय को के हमें कंट्रोल करि परिबा नै अनकंट्रोलेबल वेरिएबल समय बड़ बळवा टाइम इज पावरफुल टाइम विल गो इन on its own way, but the corresponding values having some changes. Corona समय sales कमी गला, Corona समय medical medicine बेसी बिक्री हैला, Corona समय death बेसी हैला. See here, this is during 21 and 22 like this, 20, 21, 22. So now my point is, see what are the basic characteristics of changes. So change of characteristics over a period of time. So now that is the changes of a variable over a period of time is influenced by 4 factors or can be characterized by 4 aspects. 4 प्रकार changes. प्रथम कौन किसी नहले मध्य normal change हबो. Any product देखनांती से whatever may be जो change हुए सेटा normal change बोली कहू. That is called your secular trend. The changes in here see changes of this variable. The changes one, there are 4 types of changes. One, normal changes or secular trend. You can tell secular trend. Second one, for example, cold drink. Demand for cold drink, sales of cold drink during summer season is higher in comparison with that is cold season, winter season. ये जो change इटा होची, that is called seasonal changes. Seasonal.
secular change कौन secular trend सीटा
Secular को जाएगा normal trend. कितना चलियो? हम तो मान करो cold drink रो. शीत दिन को बिक्री होनी, होची. खरा दिन को ओवर चलियो. किंतु किछटा change हबो, up and down हबो season दिन. There are sale of AC during summer season. Before summer season and during summer season, sale of air condition machine is higher. ये जो चेंज होची ताकि हम सीजनल चेंज बोली कहू. Even demand for jewelry during marriage season is higher. अक्षय तृतीया higher. ये जो चेंज होची that is called seasonal changes. आगो गोटे कौन है परे cyclical changes. Irregular. What is cyclical changes? Up and down. Whatever may be, sometimes sale will move up, then down, due to cyclical effects. And more or less you are familiar with product life cycle, industrial life cycle. Product life cycle, introduction, growth, maturity and decline. This is, for example, your mobile phone. प्रथमे थिला छोटिया मोबाइल टे तापूर्व थिला हमर हाउस घरे जोड़ लागु थिला after see telephone. Now you see here how it is changed. That is due to change the technology, impact of information technology, products are changing. If जो हमारा स्मार्टफोन आछि, after few years we may get new type of smartphone. ये जो changes हवा, that is called your cyclical changes. It is there. Even AI आसिगलानी, artificial intelligence, machine learning, आगुरी ओडा नथिला. आगामी वर्ष पुणी कौन आसिबो, that we have to wait. The changes of a variable due to this impact known as cyclical changes. Another is irregular. Irregular कौन? Gas rate बढ़ी गला. Gas shortage हबो. Gas demand बेस हबो. Petrol shortage हबो. Like this. कौन पाए? There is a war between Iran and America. Iran America कोठी युद्ध होची इंडिया रे तार प्रभाव पडुची दिस इज कॉल्ड योर irregular changes so now the changes of a particular variable over a period of time is attributable to four we can say types. One, normal changes or trend, seasonal we can say that is called your secular trend. Second one, seasonal changes. Third one, your cyclical changes. Fourth one, your irregular. मन करो हठात आसो जे आगामी दिन रे जोरे बात्या हो साइक्लोन हो आमे एमिति भय कर जिवा संगे संगे आलू प्याज रसुन घुनघुनी कर दो सो ता माने डिमांड फॉर ओनियन डिमांड फॉर पोटैटो डिमांड फॉर कंज्यूमेबल गुड्स विल बी हायर इन a particular short period due to some irregular factors तेणु आमे चेंजेस को चारिटा कारण रे डिवाइड करिबा गोटे होची ट्रेंड गोटे होची सीजनल गोटे होची साइक्लिकल गोटे होची इरेगुलर सो नाउ दिस इज कॉल्ड योर टी the changes are you can say first one T second one S third one C and last one I. We have two models time series model we have two models one additive model additive second one multiplicative model. On the additive model total changes we can say y that total changes is y is equal to T plus S plus C plus I. And in case of multiplicative model, y is equal to T into S into C into I. Now, what to do? When a time series is given, we have to find out how much trend, how much seasonal changes, how much cyclical changes, how much irregular changes. For basis upon which we have to predict some model. We have to formulate some business models for future. For which we have to carry out an analysis of find the influence of trend, influence of seasonal variation, influence of cyclical variation and irregular. This is called your time series analysis. So first what to do, how to compute trend values, secular trend values that I have discussed. Computation of Mr. Purnendu, can you explain? Mr. Purnendu,
Sir.
What are the four, we can say, influencing factors on time series?
गोटे होची नॉर्मल जोटा सेक्युलर ट्रेंड कहउछ हम आ गोटे सीजनल आ नेक्स्ट होची साइक्लिकल एंड द लास्ट इज इरेगुलर और रैंडम चारटा अछि
हां हमहु केवल परीक्षा पाए we have to find out see here what is date your time series पचार थियो calculate trend values clear calculate trend values now I am explaining how to calculate linear trend values linear or non-linear trend values linear trend values linear trend values. How to calculate? Again, y is equal to a plus bx. Linear. If non-linear, then y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Cx square. Now, here see, these are the two models that I am showing you for that is for measuring secular trend. Other methods are also there. that is your, we can say, your moving average method or semi-moving average method. So many methods are there, but most common method is, that is, if you want to come y, then a plus bx. A plus, we can say, bx. Y computed is equal to a plus bx. Same way. Now, if two series are there, one is x, another is y, then what to do? We have to just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose I am adding another one, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 5, 2, 0, 2, 6, for example. Suppose 1, 7. 7 years. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year. What to do? Same way, like regression. We have to, this is called one type of special type of regression model. We have to predict value of particular year. That is, it is predictive model of time series. How to determine trend values? Normal trend will be y is equal to a plus bx. For this, again, we have to solve two normal equations. Again, the same normal equation is summation y is equal to na plus b summation x. Summation, we can say, xy. Again, summation xy is equal to summation x plus b summation, the previous one, just I have told you. Now, in this way, here see, let us see whether the solution is there. Yes. Now, you can go to the page, say 106 page. This is called your least square trend method. Least square. Least square method. Now, first one, summation y is equal to na plus b summation x. Summation xy is equal to, you can say, a summation x plus b summation x square. B summation x square. Now, here see the original model is y compute, that is computed value of y, a plus bx. A is one of the quotient, b another one. How to compute a and b? Now, remember, here to find a and b, what to do? We have to use two normal equations. Summation y is equal to na plus summation x. Summation xy is equal to a summation x plus b summation xy. That means, यदि मैं इटा को टाइम सीरीज को 0 धरिबी, if it is 0, then it is -1, it is -2, it is -3. Then it will be 1, it will be 2, it will be 3. You see here, now I have just assigned some numerical values of different time periods. While you go for analyze, I have to assign, you have to assign, that is some numerical values over time. So the odd years दिया जाइथिबो, मझी year टाको 0 दे दबा, आगामी दिन गुडाको 1, 2, 3 प्लस प्लस दबा, विगत दिन गुडाको -1, -2, -3 दबा. तेणु काहेकि ना if I find summation x, त माने एते जदि मु देइ दउची summation x हो केते ना 0. If summation x will be 0, automatically what are the new forms of if summation x is equal to 0, then हमें जो ऊपर जो फॉर्मूला लिखी थी, summation y is equal to na, summation xy is equal to, that is b summation x square. ये देखो very easy, मुझे simplify कर देले. यदि मझी पीरियड ओवर अ टाइम पीरियड, जब 0 असाइन करिबा, विगत दिन गुड़ा -1 -2 -3 आसीबो आगामी दिन गुड़ा 1 2 3 आसीबो तो समेशन x 0 हो जिवो ए जो टू नॉर्मल इक्वेशन रे समेशन x 0 हो जाए तो समेशन y हो कोन ना समेशन y इक्वल na आउ समेशन x y हो b समेशन x स्क्वायर त माने एथु हम देखंदु समेशन y केते 65 plus 95 plus 16 plus 100 plus 120 150 170 अब डिसीजन कितना है हाउ मच कमिंग I factor 10 0 नेले 7 plus 5 12 plus 2 14 14 60 sorry 20 29 35 5 3 4 5 6 7 750 here summation y is equal to 750 if I am not wrong summation y is equal to 750 ता माने ए जो इक्वेशन रहिला 750 is equal to a केते 1 2 3 4 5 7 years 7a 757a हुए 7a हुए ताले what is the value of a is equal to 750 by 7 50 कोन हला b क्यों पाइबा x y गुनी दबा 65 into -3 95 into -2 x y आसी जीवो समेशन y is equal to b समेशन x square तो ए इक्वेशन का समाधान करके हमें b रो मूल्य पाई once we get a and b we can use the formula yc is equal to a plus bx suppose मु पचरी 2026 2028 रे what is the value of 2028 what is the expected sale of 2028 the 2028 हो गेले 24 ला 1 25 ला 2 26 ला 3 27 ला 4 एटा 5 that means here see that is x is equal to 5 if x is equal to 5 what is the value of y a पाई गले b पाई गले x पाई 5 इंटू करिवा y कंप्यूट करिवा in this way we can compute trend values of different periods on taking x values जदि पछरे एटा पते existing -2x और -12 के थाओ कोटे वैल्यू आसीबो -1 हेले वैल्यू आसीबो 0 हेले वैल्यू आसीबो 1 हेले वैल्यू आसीबो 2 हेले वैल्यू आसीबो 3 4 like this is called your that is computation of trend by using our specific type of time series model formula. Another is moving average. Moving average. Another method is moving average method. Moving average method. Suppose this you first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year like this. Suppose y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 like this. Moving average कहले हमें 3 वर्ष नबा 3 years moving average टोटल करिवा एवरेज बात करी प्रथम वर्ष छाड़ दबा पुन 3 वर्ष नबा टोटल बाहर करिवा एवरेज बात करी this is called your moving average method. From the moving average we can also predict that is see here. From the moving average, we can get some, we can say values, which is an indication of our, we can say secular trend. Secular trend. Anyway, just I have covered all, and lastly, OR techniques. OR techniques, within short because I have to go. OR techniques. OR. Three techniques are there. One LPP problem model, one transportation model, another is you can say assignment problem. Now in LPP what happens? One is resource. This is you can say location, This is assignment people. People and time. How to, we can say here, LPG model, linear programming model, it is a special type of OR techniques where we have to maximize profit or minimize cost. So here there are three objectives are there. One is objective function, the three functions. One is constant function, another is non-negative function. Please read in detail in your book is there. And by using this, we have to solve graphically or by using simplest method. One, graphic or simplest. Simplest is mathematical method to find the solution. How to maximize profit or how to maximize sales or how to minimize cost. Similarly, in case of transportation model, different you can say locations are there, different destinations are there. How much goods to be transported from one location to another destination so that overall transportation cost will be minimum. The three methods are there: least cost method, another is northwest corner rule, least cost method, northwest corner rule, another is you can say Vogel's approximation model, Vogel's approximation model. By using any one, we have to find the solution. How much goods to be transported from one place to another destination so that overall transport cost will be minimum. The last one, the assignment model. Suppose say in a work, you are the senior supervisor, under you 10 people are working, and each people has some kind of what? Some skill and efficiency. That means 10 works are there, 10 jobs are there. Which job to be assigned to which employee so that you have to optimize the result. All jobs will be completed within stipulated time. This is regarding our assignment model. Dear students, thank you. I have to some urgent work. I'm leaving. In case any specific,
sir, जोड़ा अच्छी objective function टाको maximize करवा और minimize करवा. maximize माने जोड़ी हमारा जो profit थी वो maximize करवा, जोड़ी loss थी वो minimize करवा.
Minimize cost minimization.
Sir,
how to minimize the cost when you use 3-4 materials cost. So what to do, I will give some study material to madam, she will circulate so that you get a clear exposure on linear programming, transformer model, or you can say our assignment problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Because I have to join my meeting at 10:10.